Emily Blunt forced John Krasinski to sack another actress so she could star in A Quiet Place. As he jokes his wife is a diva. Emily Blunt forced John Krasinski to sack another actress so she could star in his new thriller, A Quiet Place. The Girl on a Train star, 35, revealed she demanded her husband, 38, to fire the person he originally had lined up for the role of Evelyn Abbott when she realized how great the script was. Speaking during their joint appearances on The Graham Norton Show, set to air on Friday night, Emily admitted the original actress was a good friend, but they have managed to remain pals in spite of the awkward incident. The Office star John wrote and directed the thriller, as well as starring opposite his real-life wife as her screen husband, Lee Abbott. Explaining why she was originally reluctant to take on the part, Emily said, "I actually didn't want to do it to begin with. I'd just had our second baby and I'd done Mary Poppins, so was in a state of joy. But when I read the script, I really wanted to do it." John had already approached another actress, a good friend of mine, so I told him he had to ring her and sack her. Luckily we are still friends. The horror film marks the first project Emily and her husband have starred in together, and John joked he had heard Emily was a diva on set. When asked if he was nervous about working with his wife of 7 years, he quipped, "I was terrified. I'd never been on a set when she was working. I'd heard she was a diva." Putting his jokes aside, John shared a loving sentiment with the audience as he confessed, "I know this will sound sappy, but working with her really was the greatest collaboration of my life." Continuing the love fest for his London-born wife, John turned on the comedy once again as he admitted to watching her hit 2006 film The Devil Wears Prada at least 72 times. The Quiet Place is John's latest directorial venture, and despite not being a fan of horror genre, the actor wanted the film to act as a love letter to the couple's 2 daughters, Hazel, 4, and Violet, 2. "I'm actually a bit of a scaredy cat," John confessed. "But doing this film was phenomenal. It's actually a love letter to my kids. It shows the extremes you would go to for your children." A Quiet Place, which was released in UK cinemas earlier this week, follows Evelyn Abbott and her husband Lee, who hide in silence from creatures that hunt by sound. While it's the first film the couple share the screen in, the flick is not the first movie to feature both Emily and John. Each of them got a cameo in the Oscar-nominated 2011 The Muppets movie. Additionally, both of them lent their voices to the English translation of the 2013 Japanese film The Wind Rises, directed by the legendary Hayao Miyazaki. The young Victorian actress recently revealed how she first met her now husband despite declaring shortly before that she loved being single. Speaking to People magazine, the Emily shared that she knew she wanted to marry John disarmingly soon after they met, leading to their engagement just 10 months after meeting. Emily was in a relationship with crooner Michael Bublé for 3 years before meeting John in 2008 and marrying in an idyllic ceremony in Italy's Lake Como 2 years later. The Graham Norton Show, BBC One, Friday 6 April 10:35 p.m.